Hello, welcome, welcome. I'm going to be making an album, or memory book as I like to call them, and I thought you might like to tag along. Okay, just trying to get organised on my tiny little workspace. Okay, now I created these papers. I call them melodies at the moment, that's my working title. And this is how they print out. You can print them out on A4 or US letter. And I just wish my camera would actually pick up you know, a clear image of these, but it just won't. It's a pretty old camera. I might have to invest in a new. Anywho, what I'm trying to say is they are, it looks sort of like, not pixelated, but like an old master's painting. Anyway, that's what they print out, and that's the size. Let me just go through. They have a faded outlook, faded vintage outlook, which I just love. I don't know if you can see, maybe you can see it on the rose. It's almost pixelated, but it's not digitally pixelated. It's like, I don't know, is it a Monet? I'm not quite sure, but it looks like painting. I just love these papers, the way they've turned out. There's a music sheet on the back, and each one, most of them actually have got some sort of musical instrument. And on the back of them we've got place for photograph. Okay, I'll go through each of these pages first before I do any more or anything else. And we've got another cello. Oh, that's a violin. This is a cello, I think. Well, that other one could be a cello as well. I'm really not sure. Yeah, this one's got a hand with the bow, so I think they're both cellos. I don't know much about musical instruments, much to my father's chagrin. He was a professional musician. Oh, excuse me. Anywho, you can see the almost the pixelation on this blue and purple flower. Again, we've got the faded music notes there, and a little turnover, little scroll, and this one's got 2 spots for 4x3 photos. And here we've got a piano keyboard and a swirl, butterfly, lovely white rose. Again, the faded music sheet on the back, lovely border. And I think you can see the pixelation. I don't like to call it that because it's not digital pixelation. It's just gorgeous. Anywho, oh, yeah, it's also got 4x3 on the back. And this one, we've got the clarinet, blue ribbon, some torn music paper with some blue flowers and ribbon, lovely bluebird. And again, we've got a 4x3. And here we've got the piano. Got some Lily of the Valley there. I don't know if you can see the sort of the pixelation there. Excuse me. Torn scroll and beautiful butterflies. Now we've got room for a 5x7 on that one. The flute, the beautiful pink rose. You can't see the pink on my screen, maybe you can on yours. Again, we've got the rip and the music paper. Lovely vine around. And again, we've got some 4x3. The saxophone, much the same as the rest. We've got a purple flower, lovely white bow, and a bird there. On the back, 4x3, 4x3. I think this one's a violin. And we've got a lovely trellis at the bottom with some pink roses going up and around, butterflies. 4x6 for this one. Okay, this one's got no instrument. The focus really is on the music sheet. Lovely white flowers up there, faded down this way. 4x3 and a 6x4. Okay, I'm not quite sure if that's a cello or... Anywho, yellow flowers, and the music notes are more prominent. And then we've got 4x6. Oh, and I have inked all around the corner, the edges of all these pieces. And then we've got some sunflowers and a butterfly. No musical instrument there. 4x3 and 6x4. More sunflowers on the trellis. Little bird. 4x3 and 6x4. Again with the trellis. Pink flowers and butterflies. And we've got a 3x4 and a 3x4. And this one we've got the swirled piano keyboard in the opposite direction with purple. Can you see the way that flower is? You probably can't, well, I can't see it on my screen very well. Lovely dove, I think that's a dove. Some butterflies. And 3x4 and a 3x4. Okay, so these ones I printed out, and then I put them back in to my printer and printed out these on the back. So leave that one there for now. Now what we've got here is I just printed out the photo mat page, and on the back, actually let me just show you all the bits first before we go into that. You get these. How many have I done? 1, 2, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. I went ahead and did quite a lot, save time. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 of these, and they come 4 to a page. So, okay, these ones, they measure approximately 9.3 centimeters, 9.4 by about 11.7. Okay, that's those ones that I create these pockets with. And what I do is, and I'll show you how I do this, I create the hinges on the back. I don't know if you could be able to see here. I create the hinges in there so that they are easy to open, and I get the full width. And these are little journaling pieces. You get 4 to a page of them, and they fit nicely in here. And I just put a decorative corner there with a punch, and I like to slip one into each of those little pockets. So that's that. And I'll show you what I do with those. That's those ones. And these are smaller, and they've actually got some text on them. Cherish moments like these. Feeling inspired. Choose happy notes. Listen to the music. The melody of life. Life is a symphony. Play. Me time. Everybody needs me time. Blue notes. So when you're blue. Friends, keep the music playing. And make music wherever you go. Well, I can see that my camera is kind of fuzzy. I thought maybe it was a bit dirty, but it's still fuzzy. I think I might have made it worse. Anywho, so these can be tuck spots or whatever. Then we've got these, and I think these come in, I think there's 12 to a page, and they're just smaller versions of the main pages. And they're tiny, 12 to a page. So I cut one away and then folded two together, and I've put a little ring on there. So we'll do them later. Almost like stamps. So pop them up there, and we've got some ephemera. And I've left one uncut, so I can show you quickly how I cut my ephemera. I create them with a shadow around them, but I still like to leave some white. Not much, just a bit. Use small scissors. And I do cut a lot of my ephemera and stickers myself. I only have a Cricut Joy, and to make stickers with a Cricut Joy is just too convoluted. So I just cut them myself. And there we go. So that's that. Okay, and let me show you what I've done with these so far. These pages are going to alternate with these ones in my album. So we've got one of those in the middle with a journaling card. And on this one, we've got a fold over, a 3x4 and a 4x3, and I glued one of the ephemera there. And again, just one of those pockets. This one a little different. We've got the pocket and the journaling card. And then with the smaller card, Bloom, I've just created a tuck spot and I've popped in a photo mat. Simple. And this one, again, a tuck spot, and I've popped in a photo mat. And here we've got, again, a pocket with that. And I took one of these single pieces, put a little hinge on the back, and just glued it on there. And that could be a little journaling pocket. Okay, so that's them. And I've got some more to do, so let's do one. We're going to do one of these. Let's do this one. I love that lilac one. Geez, it looks grey there, but it is lilac. It is gorgeous. Okay, now we get our. These are about an inch wide, and I just scored down the middle or close to the middle. Got two of them of the longer ones, which are almost. Oh, that's a bit short. How did that happen? Aha. So two of these, two of the long ones, and one of the short ones. So let's turn this over. And we're just going to tuck the bottom piece in between that one. Make sure they're straight and even at the edge. Grab hold and cut from there to the outer corner. Okay, so that gives you that one. And then for this one, the same thing. And it doesn't matter where you actually put your piece. The way you actually put them together, it doesn't matter, as long as they are straight there and straight down the side. Trim that. So I'm using art glitter glue. on the other side. And do make sure that your points are toward the bottom. Oh, that one's short. That's all right. It's no problem. And then we fit that one across the bottom. They're not exactly matching, but it's no big deal. You just need to create the pocket, that's all. It's not as if we're going to put our crown jewels in there. Oops. Oh, next door's little dog. Now, where should we go? I think I'm going to go here. And when burnishing this on the back of a photo mat, burnish it gently. Otherwise, you're going to get the indentation on the other side, and you don't want that. Now we are going to pop one of those in there. Yes, we are. Okay, now on this side we can put a piece of ephemera, or we can create another little journaling spot. Why not? So I'm just going to hold one of these hinges at the side of that and then cut it to match. And I think I'll open this one on this side. And put it right to the edge, otherwise it won't open well. Right to the edge without going over. Give this a good burnish. Now this is where my what do you call it, spine is going to go, so keep away from that. And did I mention I'm going to do a spiral bound? I don't think I mentioned that. It's a spiral bound. It does not have a conventional spine. What is that? Bit of glue, I think. So that's that one. And we have another. Again, we're going with these. We're going to create a pocket. I have noticed that some of these are a little bit wider on the one side than the other. So if that happens, glue the wider side to this. Why are they so short? Well, I cut them wrong. Okay. So we are going to do left hand side and the bottom. Pop these together, make sure they are straight, and the angle is straight from the inner corner to the outer corner. And you can glue them as you go. Oops. I'm changing it around because I want the thick one here. Okay, again, make sure they're matching, inner corner to outer corner. Oh, next door neighbour's dog just does not stop barking when she is out. Doesn't stop. Okay, what should we do with this one? Oops. We're going to pop that one off to the side a little. Gentle burnish, gentle burnish. Pop that in there. And on this one, yeah, I'm going to put a piece of ephemera. I don't want anything too big. Beautiful. Oh, I think we'll go with the blue clarinet. You can't really get mixed up with this. It's easy peasy. I am putting them close to the top, if not at the top, because you saw me struggle to get that other piece of journaling card in, and that's because it wasn't quite at the top, so I had to fight that little bit of cardstock. And then this in the middle. So you'll see it doesn't need to go all the way across. I think this one I'm going to create a tuck spot and a what, Stella? What are you trying to say? Tuck spot and a photo mat. Gentle, gentle, gentle. This glue dries fairly quickly, so not much waiting around. Let's pop one of those in. Okay, now we're going to grab one of these. Friends, keep the music playing. So I've got another one of these, and it's where I cut those other ones from. So I'm just going to cut that tab off. So we're going to pop that in there. Okay. I don't like sort of regimented things. I like some freedom. So we're going to go from here up to there, just a little bit. And right up there. I'm still mindful that I'm going to have some holes on this side. And there we go, there's that one. I do have one more. And what are we going to do here? Let's do something different. So I've got all these cards still. What if... I'm not quite sure. I've got all these beautiful cards. I'm going to hang on to this one for a sec. Yeah, I've got this one. Now what I want to do with this one, I want to make a three-tier pocket on this. So I'm going to turn it over to the back so that I can make my marks. Close the glue first. Okay, pencil. I'm just going to sharpen my pencil a wee bit. So, I'm going to have 2 pockets. So let's go, the first one I'm going to go 8 centimetres for the first one. 8 centimetres. Make sure that is straight. That looks straight. Oh, it doesn't look straight to me. What is 8 centimetres in inches? About 3 1/8. I'm going to use a clear ruler. So 3 1/8. That's better. 3 1/8. So I'm going. How much am I going? 1 inch from the end, from that end, to 1 inch from this end. Okay, and my next one will be just 3 inches from that line. Make sure we're straight. Oops. At 3 inches. I just want to make sure that I'm straight here. It's about 1 inch away from the edge. Okay. Now I just need to grab my mat and ouch. And my box cutter. So on that pencil line, as close as I can get it, and it's straight, I go from that line down to that one. And then the next one, make sure we're straight, and we look pretty straight. From that line down to that one. Okay, my distress ink here, and I am just going to so we can really see the separation there. Not forgetting to ink the edges here. some more inking on this page. I'm a bit more than subtle with my inking here because I really want it to look quite aged. That's the whole idea of it. Done. So, okay, now I'm going to use some tape as well as ink on this one. So I've got 12mm tape, which is about 1/2 inch. So what I want to tape is the bottom of this one. And we are going to cover it with wet glue as well, because bearing in mind tape does not dry. There we go. And the top piece here, we want this whole thing is going to be stuck down. So that we have our pocket there, and we have our pocket there. Okay. Now we need to Josie, goodness me. Pokey tool. Pokey tool. Come on. I know you're here somewhere. There we are. Look what hubby treated me to. Numb. I'm going to remove this tape so I can get a border around. So, okay, what are we doing? That's up and that's up. So I'm going to do one piece at a time, I think. Last thing I want to do is get this wrong. I think I need a finer pokey tool. Let's take all the tape off. So this needs to remain open. So that's our pocket, but we can glue here, put some glue on that tape, and glue there. And then we're going to put some glue over the tape on the second one. And work from there. That's up. This is up. Okay, center as best I can. Fingers crossed we haven't glued anything down that we don't want glued down. Ouch! So, let's have a look. Oh, beautiful. So we can put some of those in there for either journaling or photographs. Beautiful. And here as well. How's that? Love it. Now the first of these that I put down, I didn't ink them, so I haven't inked any of them from there. Let's just double check on that though. There's no inking, no inking, no inking, so no inking. Bugger. Well, I'm really happy with that page. I think I need just a little more inking on this side. To try and dilute that white a wee bit. Oh, I printed out these on 250 GSM paper. It's not actually cardstock, but I tested it against a 250 GSM cardstock, and it is about the same thickness. So for this particular weight, it's okay. But some of them are different. Like your paper weight is different from your cardstock weight. I love that page. I do love that page. We've got so many of these left over. We need to have some pockets and things. What shall we do? What about just making, oops, that's two. I'm going to put a hinge on the top. that's the top. Place that across the top. That's the right way up. There's going to be plenty of places for photographs in this album. There we go. And this one. I cut these hinges from the cut-offs, so no wasted paper. And that's the top. And this one will pop underneath. About there. There we go. That's the other side of that one. Good. So let's see what else we can do here. On the back of these, I could probably cut out some more ephemera. So we're just going to decorate it just a wee bit. Some bits and bobs. What is that? Glue. Yeah, I'll probably need to cut some more. So we'll do a little journaling. Let's do a flip up. Way. That's the top. And that page is perfect. So behind that page I am going to put this one. Let's just build it up as we go. So main page and photo page. So now I want a main page, which is here, a main page. This one we're going to do from the side. And this side. Let's put it on this area here. So that's a main page. Now we want the photo page. Cool. Now I haven't, oh, you haven't even inked these still. That's the next job, you've got to ink them. And a main page. So this one, can't really put anything on this one, so it's going to be on its own. Main page. Yeah. And the same with this one. Or could we put something? Let's put a little violin in there. Oopsie daisy. That's the main page. And I have yet to decide whether they'll go that way or that way. Depends, depends, depends. Okay. Can't do terribly much with this one. Ah. Leave that one. This one can have main page. Well, it'll have to be on its own, I think. A 4x6. I could cut some more ephemera, easy peasy. Nope, nope, nope. That one's okay. going to put that one there. I'm going to make it a little tuck, so the photograph will still be able to go in there, in this little tuck area. In there. Easy peasy. That's that. I'm going to run out of these, I think. Nope. Each page doesn't have to have something. But it is nice, isn't it? I'm just going to do that corner there. Saxophone. Doesn't have to be the same item. Oh no, 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 no. Nothing. Whew. I think this one can have a little opening there. That way. Open. Oops. Okay, that's that. Gosh, this is gorgeous. Love it. Of course, it doesn't always have to be on the back. It can be on the front, and there's plenty of room in here for something. work it from the top. There's the top. Okay, I just paused it for a little second. Whoops. I like that. I love those little hidden spots. It's a bit crooked, that one. I like that. Don't need anything on the back of that one. This one could use something up here. I don't want it. Oh. I'm going to put this one in. I think we will open it from the top. I'm going to put that there. Oops, we are a little bit crooked, so let's fix that. do fold that up. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this, but we'll just see what it looks like first. Downwards. No. Nope, nope, nope. We're just going to leave that one as it is. And this is the last of these ones. I don't want to cover up any of those pictures. They are just too gorgeous. What can we put in this one? Oh, I cut that one wrong. Oops-a-daisy. So the one I put a ring on, I have no idea what I'm going to do with that one. No idea. That's where my holes are going. So I can put this here. They're all the same. Okay, I'm leaving the ribbon without glue. So the photos can be tucked in there without any bother. Okay. Do you know what? Look at this one. That, I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to cut that piece off. And I just ink it. Now, why didn't I think of that before? That's rather a nice effect. Okay, we're going to pop you right there. How beautiful is that? is gorgeous. Nothing much to do on this side. This one I may have to have my holes on this side. So that one goes that way. No. Okay, so that's where my holes go. Let's see what we can do here. No, I don't want to. Perhaps I'll probably hang that somewhere. Can't use that because I've cut it. I think I want to leave these three. I definitely want to use these somewhere in here. Not enough room there. And I've got one more piece of ephemera. Yeah. No. That's that way. 5x7, that's where my holes are. So that would have to go too far. That's where my holes are. So, oh, where did you come from? So, this so far is our photo album. Let's just make sure that we are looking good. I might have a problem there. Might have a problem. Shoot. And this one, I like it. I'm going to put one plain and one texted. One plain and one text. So that's where my holes how's it going? Should be okay. Yeah, they should be okay. Oh, I've only got 3 of those big ones left. That's good. That's good. And this one's going this way. Okay. Let's get our distressing out and just finish what we were doing. And ink them all. Oops. Where'd you come from? Oh, in there. You can fast forward my inking. Making sure that the white bits are inked. Right, that's okay. That is my whole thing. To put this one in there, and then I'm going to pop this one after it. Actually, I'm going to pause it because you don't want to watch me ink all these pages. Okay, I've had a little bit of a break, and I've put my pages in the order that I want them. Only things I've got left are these pieces, which I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with yet, but that's all I've got left out of all those. So I hope you'll come back and watch me finish it. I've got the cover to make, and then I'm going to punch my holes, and I may decide to add some more ephemera. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see how we go. Okie dokie. That's it for now. Thanks for being with me. I hope you've enjoyed. These papers, I love them. Absolutely love them. Okay, let's see, that's 9:30 here in the evening. Time for a wee bit of telly and then bed. Okay, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you will come back. And keep well and stay safe.